YouTube! What is up, y'all? It is your boy SHSL Blaze coming at you guys with another video, and today we're reacting to yet another video. Let's do it. So today's video is actually sent to me by one of my friends, one of my close friends, and they heard my whole rant the other day about Danganronpa S. I went on a whole full-fledged rant about the game, and they basically said that this video summed up basically everything that I had said in that rant. So I want to check out this video and see if it really truly did like they had said it did. Go check out the creator. The creator should be right down below me right here. Go subscribe to them, hit that like button on the video if you agree with them, and also hit that like button for me. All right, I really appreciate it. It helps out with discoverability, all of that good stuff. So let's get into the video and see what this has to offer. All right, guys, so this title, just straight off the bat, dang, Danganronpa S is a disappointing waste of time. Yikes. So that is definitely sending a statement, that's for sure. So let's see what they had to say.
So this game called Danganronpa S Ultimate Summer Camp was released recently in Japan.
Oh, this is old in Japan? And it was an expansion on the game mode
from a previous game in Danganronpa V3. But I think despite doing exactly what it promised, it's still a lazy, uninspired waste of time. I think it completely sucks and is just the biggest letdown I've experienced in this franchise.
Hey!
It has some stuff that is just so weird.
The title wasn't clickbait then.
No reason. And I want to explain what I think of this mess of a game. Now, let me state the obvious that if you disagree with my opinion and you like the game, that's fine. Don't let me stop you.
Okay.
But please take this video lightly and proceed with the thought that I will be hating on this game for 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Let's start off with the designs of the swimsuit themselves.
I'm ready.
And why I don't like it.
Oh, the swimsuits?
Part 1.
Yeah, some of the designs are pretty bad. Not gonna lie.
Now, don't get me wrong.
Hey,
I know a lot of people like these.
That was my video. Go back.
The designs and inconsistencies. Now.
There it is. Let's go. Ranking the Danganronpa S beach sprite / swimwear. I remember that video. That's mine. Let's go. And there's Weeby News right below me.
Don't get me wrong.
Yay, that's cool.
I know a lot of people like these designs. I disagree.
There was a lot of bad ones. Hold on.
Ugly, plain, or awful.
Some of them.
However, a lot of the problem that
the V3 ones were the best ones.
The designs themselves, but just inconsistencies that are just weird.
I didn't notice that about Nagito.
The fact that they cut down like half the sprites for every character.
Yeah, they did. I saw that.
It just becomes an awful mess.
Yo, Hiyoko sprites though. Somebody actually said something in my stream. They pointed it out. The bows on her hair change color depending on the sprite, and it's really bad. Like, it's like a desaturated like green yellowish color. It was bad, and that was probably the most noticeable one for me myself. I saw that too, and I was like, whoa, what the heck? Did they rush this game that bad?
To start off, a lot of the anatomy for this characters are changed. A lot of the sprites are just straight up wrong.
Yeah, Nagito looks a little skinnier.
Colors from before.
Why does she look pinker?
Facial expressions are
or light, like she's like paler.
Some are straight up reused, which is
they did reuse
Chiaki's. Just goes to show how lazy and uncaring a lot of these sprites are. In my opinion, most of the designs given to these characters either look bad, overall ugly, lazy as hell, or inconsistent.
Okay.
Let me make it clear again. You can like these designs.
Okay.
But I think a lot of them look awful on these characters.
I like the V3 ones.
All of them can be so much better if more love was put into it. Take, for example, the prom outfits. All of these were carefully crafted.
They were.
Like 90% of them are just amazing.
Exactly. That's kind of one of the questions I have for this game is like, how come the anniversary sprites were really good when those had like pretty much no budget? They were a fun thing, right? But the game that actually has a budget, that game's sprites are all inconsistent and wacky and they just look rushed. What happened there? What's going on?
They did have more room to work with here, but they could have done a lot better.
They could have.
The swimsuit.
Yeah,
for
on
example,
the swimsuits, man.
Fukawa. In her normal sprite, everything is normal. You see here, the lighting's fine.
Looks good.
Fine, everything looks good. However, move a couple sprites, and look how disgusting the hair is here. What happened? Not only the hair, the image just looks desaturated and not compared to the rest of the sprites.
It's not that bad.
This is what I mean with inconsistencies. Take Toko's other side.
Just a tiny bit nitpicky.
Alright, see the sprite? Anything wrong? We'll take a closer look. One would think nothing until you zoom into this very specific part of it and notice a singular dot of color there.
Okay, being a creator, that would bother me, okay? Like, going into Photoshop and doing that, like, I'm really precise with how I like to do things, you know? And a dot like that would definitely bother me. It's not necessarily something that I would just, like, go up in arms about, oh, this game's lazy, you know what I mean? But, yeah, I do agree. That is a little annoying to see that they couldn't get rid of that dot, you know? But Hey.
I know this is like not annoying to a lot of people, but it is to me. Like, how the fuck do you mess this up?
Okay.
At the time of recording this, I noticed her normal version has a sprite that her swimsuit doesn't for some reason.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I'm not really sure how they messed that up, but they did.
I don't either.
Another example, Hiyoko
Oh,
Sayonji.
he's gonna bring it up. Let's go.
She seems completely normal.
Yeah.
And that's because she is.
Yeah.
But some of her other sprites have her little, like, green bow things, a completely different color.
It's literally desaturated.
This is what I mean with inconsistent.
Looks
There's
bad.
absolutely no reason for this to happen. It's just a case of either rushing, miscommunication, or laziness. Because there's absolutely no reason why this plain-ass mistake you can see from a mile away has been done.
My thing is, why did they keep it
Just
in?
with the two cases that have been mentioned, what the hell happened? I don't even need to mention laziness. Like, they reused Akane and Chiaki swimsuits, which isn't necessarily bad.
It's not.
But they also reused the designs for Aoi and Kyoko and from the Danganronpa 3
They
promo
did,
art.
yeah.
And I don't even need to mention Angie because that answer is completely obvious.
Yeah. They did do that.
This is just straight up lazy. There's no excuse here. Stuff like the skin color change, I just don't understand. They made a lot of them either paler or darker,
they did. Especially Kokichi.
Very slightly. I don't know how
Slightly.
they just couldn't color pick from the original designs. But some of them, like Tenko, are extremely noticeable against her original.
Yeah, they
Again,
are.
why is it washed out? There's no reason to do that. Like, why does Mahiru have biceps? What is this?
Oh, I didn't notice that. Yo, it looks like Mahiru has been in the gym with Akane and Nekomaru beefing. It's like, dang, come on. Hey, Mahiru. I want to arm wrestle Mahiru at this point. Yo, she is flexing. That looks really bad. Ooh.
Thing. Why is this game so inconsistent with the original? What is going on? Finally, let's talk about expressions. Now, this was pointed out to me by someone else.
Okay.
But take Nagito. In a lot of his sprites,
They're slightly
a lot
different,
of stuff
yeah.
is straight up not aligned with the original design. He's skinnier. A lot of his facial expressions are different.
Yeah, they are.
And some of them straight up look bad. Like, take, for example, what the hell is this? Why is he smirking so sexy?
Yeah, I don't know.
What the fuck is the deal?
Yeah.
But anyways, in
That's
some
funny.
of these cases, they look like they forgot he had a bigger jacket.
His eyes look
Because in
really
this
big
case,
in the
it just looks
swimsuit ones.
And the worst offender of this is Hajime Hinata. What the hell happened here? Alright, first of all, what did they do to him?
Yo, his swimsuit looks
swimsuit
terrible.
Looks just
It's
awful
bad. It's
compared
bad.
to
Let him know.
everyone. But that's besides the problem. He has new expressions,
Yeah, he does.
replacing some of his old ones.
They
that
definitely redrew him
like,
completely.
The original ones are so good, but this is just awful.
Yeah.
Look at this. This looks incredibly bad compared to the original. And he has his normal sprites in the game, so I don't know
He
what
does.
was like. I don't know why
does.
they didn't just take reference from there and felt the necessity to remake it to look even worse. Why is he smiling like that? It looks so goddamn silly.
I have no
bro.
idea.
What is this? Okay, this last one is just like.
Yeah, I
Yama's
saw
supposed to be
this
pointing
one.
out his beanie,
It
but
actually made me
back
laugh.
Here, I won't even go into further detail with this. This just looks stupid as hell.
Yeah, it's.
Now we move on to part 2.
I don't know about stupid,
More
but
nitpicking.
it looks pretty
Part 2.
bad.
More nitpicking.
More nitpicking, yay!
This is just annoying to me. In all previous trailers, they implied that there was gonna be new art or CG.
Oh, this is it. This is it right here. Okay, this is where I was really ranting the other day. Okay, so you could literally go over to Nintendo.com, type in Danganronpa Decadence, look at the pictures, and all of the CGs they show on there, those are all the new CGs, y'all. Like, literally, that's all you're gonna see in the game. There's one more you haven't seen, and that's at the end of the game, and it's not that great, okay? And it's just like, what? I was expecting so much more CGs, and I'm like, what the heck? And some of those are reused CGs too. Some of them are reused. Like, they just redrew them. And it's just like, what? That's crazy. And there's so many moments in this game where I was like, oh, that could have been a CG right there. That could have been a CG. Like, there was one in particular with Kokichi, Kibo, and Shuichi where they were like playing by the pool or whatever, and Kokichi like pushed Kibo into the pool, and that could have been like an amazing CG right there. It could have been really funny, really cute, wholesome moment. But it's like they just dropped the ball on that. No CG whatsoever. So I was expecting that. I was expecting a lot more CGs in this game, and it's just like, nope, they didn't deliver at all. At all.
It looked like there were gonna be more. Since
Let 'em
the
know.
trailer shown. They showed like 4 new illustrations along with a reused one.
Let them know!
Which makes a total of 5.
Yes!
This is the only good reason I was excited for this game. I wanted to see new art.
There's one new
because the art
CG.
they showed in the trailers looked really good.
Yes.
But you know what?
Tell them.
You want to know how many new ones we got?
1.
To give you a hint, it's
Tell
number
'em.
of fucks I used to give for the game before they released the sprites
1.
and new art. They gave us 1.
Yeah,
they
it's
made
this
us wait
one!
all this time,
That's it!
and I was expecting so much
That
more
is
from
it!
them, and they decided to give us 1 single piece of art. 1. They gave us 1. Like,
Yep.
don't get me wrong, this looks very good, but still, it's only a single new piece of art.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Yeah.
There is no depth in this. 2 of them are basically taken and redrawn from Danganronpa 2.
Exactly.
One is quite literally copy-pasted in.
Yep.
And we have a total of 3 completely new illustrations.
You know what? Let's pause for a second because I know where the time went in this game, and it was and why it has so many inconsistencies and stuff like that. Like in this video, this person keeps saying that it's laziness and whatnot. It's not laziness. It's just that they shifted their focus more on the gotcha system. I'm telling you, that is why everything is so inconsistent and lazy in this game. It's not because, you know, the artists are just lazy, yada, yada, yada. It's because they were more focused on putting this stupid gotcha system in and making that work and incorporating that with this board game that they've already had in the previous game, right? So they were more focused on, how are we going to make money the best way? Let's make sure this gotcha system really works in the game. And they were just focus. And everything else, they were just kind of like, you know, it's cool. Just put it in the game. You know what I mean? They don't need that. They just need the gotcha system. Just make sure that works. Everything else, they didn't care about. They really didn't. They didn't. It's just the shift in focus. It had nothing to do with the artist being lazy or anything like that. It's just their focus was elsewhere. It was on the gotcha system. And that's sad. That is completely sad. And you can tell it was. And they've even kind of like said it in interviews. Anyways, let's keep going.
I'm well aware that this game isn't supposed to be mind-blowing and it's just supposed to be a spin-off, but like, come on.
Right.
This is just straight up false advertising. Like,
It is.
Not to mention the box art for this game is awful compared to the Japanese box art. Like, I'm just sad that this game is just
It's
very,
not that
very
bad,
underwhelming.
but yeah, it's pretty plain.
Let me just move on to the
It's not
part
that bad
3.
though.
The conclusion.
Okay.
The game is a huge, underwhelming mess that needed more time or communications because the little errors like the sprite inconsistencies or expression changes for no reason just make it seem more and more obvious that this game just has absolutely zero care was put into this.
Yeah.
Stuff like the huge lack of CGs and the huge oversights. If you want to buy this game for any reason besides the interactions, this is gonna be a huge disappointment.
It is.
At the time of recording, the interactions haven't been translated, as the game has only come out in
They're
Japan.
okay.
But
They're pretty good.
I hope
They're fun to
at least
see.
that is good, because I don't see any reason why anyone should buy this game other than wanting to see the characters interact.
Agreed.
Because this game is a complete, underwhelming, misleading game in any other remark.
I don't know if
So,
it's misleading,
if you were like
but
me and were expecting absolutely anything else, I am sorry to say, this game is complete ass in that aspect.
yeah.
If you like the game and you want to go play it, go right ahead. This video was made simply to point out the flaws that I could simply not overlook. Unlike some other
respect that.
people, I give this game a what the fuck out of 10. Anyways, if you agreed with me, that's good, because if you didn't, that's also good. Enjoy what you want. I made
like
this
this
game
person. They're
useful
cool.
for people wanted to buy it and know why it sucks. And I hope you enjoy nitpicking a children's game for around
children's
like,
game?
10 minutes or
Danganronpa's
so.
for
And to
children?
conclude,
I
I
hope not.
really hate Danganronpa.
Anyways, now that the video's over, I wouldn't go as far as to say that this game is like a disappointing waste of time or anything like that. I will say it is a little underwhelming, you know, being in the fan base and waiting for something new to come out, and this is what we got. It's like, oh, you could have gave us something a little bit more spicy. You know what I mean? Like, not necessarily a murder mystery plot or anything like that. I didn't want another like mainstream game, but I just wanted like, you know, something that like gave me some more CGs. You know, I wanted to hear my favorite voice actors again, you know, with some new dialogue. That would have been really cool. Like, things like that would have been awesome, you know? And I was getting really scared when, you know, up until when the game was coming out, because I was seeing things kind of like unfold about the game, and it was like starting to scare me. And I was like, wait, maybe this is the game that I don't really want. Because there was one like Twitter conversation between some of the voice actors where they were like, they never hit us up for this game at all. Like, they never even called us or anything. So I don't know if they're going to be using our voice lines or whatever, but that pretty much confirmed that there was no new dialogue happening. So I was like, ooh, no new dialogue. The sprites are pretty reused and we only get 1 CG, bro. What is happening? Like, what happened there? And I'm gonna have to be honest, all of their time and focus went into that gacha system, bro. Trying to make that, you know, somehow work with the board game and kind of tweaking the board game a little bit too, you know? But honestly, the game isn't that fun to play. It's one of those things where I would be honest and have to say, you would want to watch this be played. At the very least. There's some channels out there that probably already have all the interactions up and stuff like that. Honestly, that's the best way to experience this game, because playing it isn't that fun in my opinion, other than the board game. The board game is great. I love the board game. I'm not a fan of gacha systems, so I kind of already knew that I wasn't gonna like the gacha system. It's kind of fun sometimes because it's like, oh cool, I got that really cool Chiaki card, yada yada yada, that's cool. But other than that, it's like, I'm not a big gacha fan, okay? And the tower mode is literally me just putting my Switch down, hitting the auto button, going and getting some food or using the bathroom or something like that, and just letting the game play, and then looking down and going, oh, I beat that part of the tower, on to the next one. Hit auto again and just let it play. You know what I mean? Like, and get coins so you can go into the gacha system and then get new cards and then go into the board game, which was the fun part of the game, going into the board game, unlocking the new areas, you know, beating all the Monokuma bosses and all of that stuff. That was cool. That was on it. The Mono Beasts or whatever they're called. That was all cool. I liked the board game. The board game is the funnest part of the game. It's just all the other stuff that you have to do to actually play the board game isn't fun at all. It's not. And on top of that, we got no new CGs. The sprites are all inconsistent. No new voice lines or anything. So it's a little underwhelming, y'all. But like I said, if you like the game, like they said on this video, that is completely fine. You can love this game, you can hate it, you can do whatever you want. Me personally, I'm a little bit disappointed. I kind of wanted a little bit more, but that is completely fine. I didn't waste money on the game because I love the series. I will always support the series in any way that I can. It's helped me here on YouTube, obviously, as you guys can see. We talk about Danganronpa all the time, but that's kind of why I focus more on fangans. Like, some people make fun of me and they're like, all you do is play fangans and stuff like that. But I'm like, I like the fangans because it's literally giving me what the main series hasn't given me in years, you know? So it's like, it's a great experience. So if you haven't experienced fangans or fangans, whatever you want to call them, check them out yourselves. They're awesome. They will give you that emptiness that you've been feeling that you've wanted from the main games. Let me tell you, there's some great fangans out there. Check them out. Just check them out. Look them up. With that being said, hit that like button, comment down below your thoughts on the video, and subscribe if you're new. I have nothing else to say about Danganronpa S. I feel like I went on the rant. This person pretty much did it for me, and I definitely agree somewhat. I wouldn't say that it's disappointing or that it sucks. It's just very underwhelming. So I will see you guys next time. Have an amazing day. Deuces.
Hope will never die.